On the Stud City channel, we cover the latest and greatest LEGO deals, including promotional items from the LEGO group. So in today's video, not only do we have a new LEGO set that has officially been released, an exclusive promo to go alongside it, but we're also going to recap some of the other promotion items that are currently on the market that are not going to last very long. What's up, everybody? I'm your host here, Christo from Stud City. A lot of information thrown at you, so let's dive straight on into it. But first, I ask that you hit that smash the like button because it helps out the YouTube algorithm. It's absolutely 100% free. And because you liked it, I'll try and respond and heart as many comments as I can on this video. Let's jump into it. So LEGO has had quite a few releases for April 1st through, well, I guess April 7th in today's date. But the first set that released was the Beauty and the Beast Castle. Unfortunately, we didn't see an exclusive promo go along with this one, even though I think this was arguably one of the probably most interesting sets that did release. As of April 7th, today, we have the River Steamboat officially released. And for those of you who are unfamiliar with the set, this is actually a LEGO Idea set. It comes with 4,090 pieces. I actually have an entire review video of this set on the channel. You can watch that here over on our channel. But it retails for $330, and not that it's very comparable, but I do put it in the realm of the Black Friday release of 2024, the LEGO Endurance, which was a beautiful ship that is micro scale. This one technically isn't minifig scale, but is minifig scale, whatever that means. But you can easily place minifigs on this one, and this would just look very aesthetically pleasing with minifigs. It's basically minifig scale. All the windows, doors, all the rooms, they can absolutely fit minifigs, where the Endurance was definitely micro scale. So I feel like that's the big two differences. The Endurance having all of those cloth sail pieces definitely added to probably, difference here. One of the big ones, two different ships entirely, of course, this being a steamboat, but nonetheless, this one is very exciting. The ship name is actually the Amelia, and don't get me wrong, $330 is a lot of money to cough over on a LEGO set. In comparison to the Endurance, which I think is $270 or $280. But this one also currently at the time, and one of the reasons why I'm making this video, comes with an exclusive GWP. And you guys know I'm always ecstatic about gift with purchases. This one I think is a little bit lackluster in trying to get us to buy day one, but it is the Amelia ticket booth. As I mentioned, the ship name is Amelia, and it's the ticket booth. Similar to what we've seen with the Botanical Gardens GWP, which was back in November 2024. They had a grand entry that came with minifig. It did come with a minifig as a GWP, which I thought was a huge dub. I think this GWP is a little bit of a miss on LEGO's part as a promo. I think it would have been awesome to include maybe an employee working at the ticket booth stand, handing out a ticket. I just feel like that would have been very much perceived well. I understand why they probably didn't, considering the River Steamboat doesn't even come with minifigs, by itself. So maybe that's probably one of the leading reasons why I didn't get one, but I still think missed opportunity there. But LEGO values this one at around $20. We'll see how well it does. Maybe it sells out day one. I don't know. We will see. At the time, it says it's supposed to last until April 13th. I will say a lot of these exclusive GWPs don't always last that long. They normally go out of stock very early, of course, driving up the hype even more. Will that be the case for this one? Well, I don't know, because the Lord of the Rings one didn't perform as well as we had anticipated will as well, right? So we'll dive into that here in just a second. But nonetheless, I still think it's a pretty decent GWP. I think these are all sticker elements. I don't know. I never got the gift with purchase to review it alongside the set, even though I think it would have made a little bit more sense to do it as a review bundle, considering they both released at the same time. The only way to get it was with the River Steamboat, but hey, it's still fortunate LEGO sent over the River Steamboat. But anyways, let me know in the comments if you plan on picking this one up. Is the promo entice you at all a little bit to pick it up? I'm genuinely curious. So we'll see. We'll follow up on this one as more information prevails. The only other thing I have left to say about this GWP is the fact that it comes with this yellow border box. This is technically the VIP box. Yes, you and me, we're still VIP. But no, essentially, LEGO continues to make these VIP yellow boxes. I don't know why. I think they're very lackluster, especially for LEGO standards. This is actually the instruction booklet for those of you who have never got one of these. This is literally the instruction booklet. This is not like a box art design. So it's a little bit lazy. It's not an exclusive box similar to what we've seen with the Lord of the Rings set here. This is an exclusive box for this GWP versus this one is just a standard yellow box, which we've seen time and time out. And then they just printed the instruction booklet, slapped it on the front, and that is actually the set. So pretty interesting there. But yeah, curious to see what you guys think on that one. Moving forward, we do have to recap here the Lord of the Rings, The Shire. Now, I've definitely mentioned in past streams and videos that I'm actually not a huge fan of this set. I think the mildly overpriced tag on this one is pretty severe. $270 just, I find it hard to justify at this price range. And I got to see this one in person and really wasn't taking my breath away. But LEGO still has the double insider points on all of the Lord of the Rings sets, excluding the Shire. I think if they gave us double points on the Shire day one, it definitely would have made it a little bit more peak. Like, it would have been felt a little bit better. But $270 to cough up. I feel like many were buying it day one, including myself, even though I don't even like the set. Personally, I'd like to sell the set for retail if anyone's interested. But I really wanted the GWP/promo, so I went ahead and grabbed a couple copies of that. But $270 to get that was pretty crazy. Now, this one is a little bit interesting, and then this is where I also wanted to focus a little bit of our attention in today's video. It's valued at $25, Lord of the Rings, Smeagol, and Deagle. Of course, both minifigs are exclusive to the set. It released on April 2nd and was supposed to last until April 8th. However, today's April 7th, so technically we have about 24 hours to pick this up if you haven't already. Is it worth it? Well, let's justify it. Because we anticipated this one selling out, similar to what we seen with the Barad-dûr day one buy, where that GWP was the Fell Beast. That one was pretty crazy in price point. At the time it sold out, it was selling for around $180 to $220, which is a significant amount of money. Keep in mind, the threshold for buying Barad-dûr was $460 versus the Lord of the Rings, The Shire is only $270. I say only, but put in retrospect is a lot less in value compared to the Barad-dûr. In modern day, this GWP has not sold out. So what is it going for here on the aftermarket? Well, if you take a look at sold pricings as of April 7th, April 6th, April 6th, you can see the genuinely going rates is around $60 to $70 for this GWP, which is not bad considering the fact that if you bought this day one, you wanted the Shire, you didn't care about the promo, $270, and you sold off the promo for $70, you're basically getting the set for $200. Obviously, keep in fact, taxes, fees, etc., packaging, time. It's a nice little sale, though, in comparison to a very expensive LEGO set. So I totally understand that people do this in order to get a cheaper LEGO set. I think it just makes sense because this GWP is only offered for an extended period of time. 8 days or 6 days is very short, and potentially for it to sell out, making it cost even more money. But genuinely, I think this one after the 8th, when it's no longer available, will definitely increase in price over the long run of time. So I'm not very concerned there. I think this GWP will still continue to rise. I think it was noted in our last live stream when we did this release that the average price of a Lord of the Rings minifig was the most expensive on the market, and to get 2 exclusive Lord of the Rings figs inside of a promo, I think is a little bit of a no-brainer. So lastly, the last GWP currently available is the Easter Chick Painting Fun. Wow, that is a mouthful. It is basically just a little poly bag of an Easter chick in yellow with a little beak and a Technic piece with a paintbrush painting an egg. Yeah, how the tables have turned. This almost feels a little criminal, right? We're making an Easter chick paint his own egg. It's like my brother's in there. What's going on here? But anyways, this GWP is $40 or more to spend. So pretty simple there. You could buy anything, of course, while supplies last. At this point in time, it will last until April 13th, which is the latest of all the GWPs that is currently on the market. I think Amelia is the 13th. Yeah, so maybe after the 13th, we'll maybe see something else. Maybe another Easter promotion. Consider, I think Easter is the 20th. So anyways, I'm curious to see what you guys say of all of these GWPs and promo that LEGO is throwing at us. Does bite the bullet a little bit that most of them are exclusive, and technically the only one available to the masses is this Easter Egg Chick Painting Fun. But nonetheless, still some solid releases from the LEGO group for April. I'm getting excited for May. This is a little of a preamble until the May the 1st release, but make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any information on the massive May 1st LEGO Star Wars promotions. Anyways, that's gonna wrap it up. I'm Christian from Sun City. Hopefully we earned your thumbs up in today's video. Come back for more LEGO news and LEGO deals, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching. Peace out.